Hi, thanks for joining us today on Envision. We're talking about the district's strategic plan. This plan was really authored and developed in the first year that you arrived here in Sioux Falls. And we are coming up on 5 years of you in the district, and therefore this has been a 5-year strategic plan.
Like that.
Just like that. Happens overnight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of great things have happened throughout the development of that strategic plan, the goal setting, and then working toward those goals. What are some of the things you're most proud to highlight?
Yeah. Well, first I would tell you is all I really did was continue the great work that was going on before I got here. Sioux Falls wasn't just meandering around aimlessly in terms of what was going on in the school. Dr. Holman and I think Dr. Keegan before her, this has been a goal-driven, mission-driven organization for a long, long time. So to put the strategic plan in place, I think was just the next iteration that has served this district really well. And like I said, 5 years, you get into it and you think, are we ever going to accomplish this or that? And hour by hour, day by day, you just keep moving forward. And we've done some pretty neat things in that period of time. One
of those things has been improved graduation rates. That was something that we really wanted to focus on. Certainly it's sort of an end result for our students, and there are many things that build up to that as well, but that's a real neat statistic to share.
It is, and it's a powerful motivator, I think, for our teachers, for our principals. I know it is for our superintendent, and just for everybody involved, because what do we want kids to have? Well, I want them to ace every test. I want them to get into their college of choice, or to be able to participate in their profession of choice. I want all of that to happen. But you're going to need to graduate from high school for any of that to happen. So I think that's just a key marker for me. And you don't want to do it artificially. You don't want to just give away a diploma. And so we've done a really nice job, I think, as a district of narrowing the cracks for kids to slip through. And that is a testament to all of our buildings, K through 12. Graduation rate isn't just a high school issue. And they've done a remarkable job. Our trajectory is good, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. I think we're going to continue to chip away at the improved graduation rates over time.
Right, so that being the end result that we're all hoping for, but there's so much more, as we said, that happens beforehand. Looking at reading scores in the 3rd grade, looking at attendance, looking at AP offerings and success rates among those AP students, and really just all of those bits and pieces sort of lead us up to that graduation rate.
Right, and one real important piece to that too would be when we talk about equity, diversity, inclusion, and what does that look like for our students. I say with a lot of pride that every one of our subgroups, as they're identified in the federal forms that we turn out, have improved graduation rates. Our students from low socioeconomic families, their graduation rates have improved. African American students, Native American students, Hispanic students, every subgroup that we have, students identified with disabilities on an IEP plan, every subgroup has improved over the last 5 years. So if we can keep that trajectory going, we will go a long ways towards another goal of making sure that we employ positive practices when it comes to equity, diversity, and inclusion too. Absolutely. We're not just doing this for one set of students. We're doing this for all students. And what we're finding is that a rising tide raises all boats. And that's a really positive thing to see.
Absolutely. Some great things happening there. And so we're in the 5th year. What happens next?
I think it's a good question. So as we transition superintendents, I think it's a great time to come in as a new superintendent for a lot of reasons. One is the community's phenomenal. I don't think there's ever been a better time to be a citizen of Sioux Falls than right now. I'm certain there's never been a better time to be the superintendent than right now. It's a great position to be in. But also the district, while we've come a long ways, there's so many gaps. There are so many things to do. And I think the new superintendent will either refresh the current strategic plan or develop an entirely new strategic plan, I think the new superintendent can put their immediate stamp on what the future looks like for the Sioux Falls School District, and I think that would be, it would be exciting for me if I was the new superintendent. I think that the timing is perfect for somebody to come in and lead the district in a new direction, or in the direction of their choice.
Right, right. So that strategic plan has turned out some great successes for us. We look forward to continuing those successes, and in some way, shape, or form, you can almost guarantee that these are going to continue to be measurements for us along the way.
Yeah, we didn't knock it out of the park on every one of them. This is kind of, if you've ever done your own personal goals, that's a little bit, these are like the personal goals for the school district. We've crushed a lot of them. I mean, we have nailed them. I say that with a sense of pride.
Yeah.
And then I look at some other ones and it's like, yeah, we're really pretty flat. We haven't really moved the needle like we should, maybe just a little bit. It's like, oh. Then there's others that's like, oh, do we have to talk about it? And they're so hard, but so important. So there's a lot of work yet to be done. We didn't accomplish everything. This isn't utopia yet.
Right.
But we're on that path.
Right,
So
exactly.
there's a lot to be done.
Well, that's why we're in an education system, always striving to be better.
That's right. Better today, better tomorrow than today.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us today on Envision.